George, welcome. It's nice to have you here today.
Hey, Jamie. Thanks for the invitation.
Sure. Can you do me a favor for everybody who's listening and watching? Can you please give them some background, introduce yourself, the company, what you do, and then we'll start that as the basis for our conversation.
Yeah, for sure. Hi, everyone. My name is George, and I'm the CEO of MyCRMBackup. This is the SaaS that allows you to backup your CRM to your own cloud storage. And in addition, I'm a partner at Craft. This is the consulting agency that provides implementation and administration services to ATO users.
So let's talk. I'd like to talk about my CRM backup, and I wanted to start with, how did you get started? What made you want to start it? So why did you start it? How did you get started? So when did you start it? Let's get into a little bit more about that because I think that'd be great.
Yeah. So my entrepreneurship spirit, I could say that, came up in my childhood because my father was one of the first employees in local branch in Huawei. And when I was growing up, he worked since 9 a.m. till 6 p.m., typical office work. And I thought that I don't want to do the same way. And even in school, my route to the school was through the bakery. I bought some bread and sold it in the school to my classmates. So then I tried to write some poems for someone and I advertised them on the street. So there was a lot of different stuff. And this is the main reason why I decided that I need to do my own business. So I started my CRM backup 2 years ago and I worked as a marketing manager at Parma CRM. This product is already shut down, but it doesn't matter right now. And my advisor told me that, so how do you think if you will manage this product? Like we see that some customers from the CRM need to back up their data to their cloud storage. And I thought it's a good idea. I'm not losing anything. And yeah, good stuff to start. And that how my CRM backup came up, and I started from the scratch. So I came up a positioning and messaging. I came up a marketing strategy, sales strategy, product strategy, so on, so on. Yeah, this is like I think it's typical story how to start your own business.
You say typical story, but a lot of people don't, even how yours started and the thing, it wasn't like you saw the problem, but the problem came from an opportunity, like a gap that was existing. So tell me, so who are the customers? Like who are the people who use it? Like what size are they? Are they from a certain industry? Like,
Yeah, initially we thought that our ISP it will be typical any CRM users. Right now, my CRM backup supports 8 CRM, included HubSpot, Atio, Pipedrive, like three biggest CRM in the market, and Zoho CRM. Sorry, I forget about it. Yeah, and we thought that the main ISP will be like general CRM users. But when we started, we noticed that CRM user don't needed it because they like don't afraid about their data and they don't afraid to lose it. But what we realized that marketing agency, consulting agency that provides different helps to their customers in implementing CRM or something like that, they promoted our product to their customers to backup data and they purchased our product for them. Right now, I think this is the main channel. This is the main ISP. I mean, and
well, your
yeah,
ICP is like a channel. Sorry. It's
yeah,
interesting because you say it's main channel, but it sounds like it's a bit of both, right? I mean,
yeah. Because marketing agencies, consulting agencies, like our partners that could lead us to more customers for us. And yeah, this is the main right now. But the second part of the customers is the CRM users, like I am. I think you are as well. If you are using CRM and you are worrying about your data, you come to us, buy the My CRM backup, and you can sleep good.
so George, so tell me, so like you talked about the agencies and you talked, those folks. And then you said, after if there's others who you have a CRM and you want to back up your information, it's a good way. How are you reaching people today? Like, how do you reach them? How do they find you? Or they just have to find you randomly online? Or what kind of stuff are you doing to promote it or to get the word out there about it?
Yeah, we try to do some marketing activities like writing a viral post in LinkedIn or writing post in X or Twitter legacy, and we tried to do some blog posts, but we noticed that it was zero outcome because it's very boring reading and no one wants to read about it. And right now we are trying to understand how to grows our product because it's a really boring product and there are only two ideas that we see right now. It's product led growth, as many CRMs we can support, as many apps, I could say that. We don't focus only on CRMs, but only help desk as well, ATS, knowledge base management system, and etc. etc. This is the first one. And the second one is advertising, I think.
Just advertising it to get more people in the door. And where do you think you'd be advertising if you were going to do that?
I get some insights from my colleague from the market that meta advertising is much like how to say it is much profitable for us because it's like fresh market in this sphere to compare with the Google ads because Google ads bidding is much higher than to compare with the meta. For example, if you try to promote with the CRM keyword in the Google ads, one click could be cost for $200, $500.
Wow. Okay. That's really, yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty significant. So you want Meta, yeah. So I think Meta gives you the ability to sort of like, learn and adapt. I mean, it's very, very large audience that you can go and reach that way. So okay, so you're thinking about what's next, and when do you? So like when do you make the decision? So people bought who like the guys who bought originally bought because of what? Like how'd you get them to buy? How'd you get your first set of customers? Because so hold on. Let me ask you first question. How much does the product cost?
Yeah, we have two plans and it's $25 per month or $100 per month. But there are some limitations on each plans that included like limitations of total amount of the records that we can back up for you. If you need extra records, you just can purchase additional records for that. And of course, function in additional objects. For example, in a Pro plan that costs $100 per month, you can back up email and attachments like the core of any business. But in the basic plan, you cannot it.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So your product is it's affordable, like it's an affordable product, but it also leaves you needing to get, a fair number of companies on board in order to really grow the business, right? Like in terms of like turning it into significant dollars and cents. And so today, have you like, was it knocking on the doors of the guys that were the agencies, like reaching out to them, cold email? Like what did you do to the guys to get the initial folks on board?
We don't do any outbound right now. So we don't do cold calling or cold email outreach because it's like in our case, it's understandable that our total addressable market is any CRM user, probably. But if we start right for everyone with the typical email or with the same email for everyone, it will
Hmm.
be like a spam. And
Yeah.
I don't believe that it will convert.
Okay.
Right now, we don't do any outbound, but we get the customers from the marketplace listings. So every CRM, almost every CRM, have their own apps page on their website where we listed, and our customers found us there.
So to your point earlier about if you're in more places, so if you had better distribution of, then you think you just have more customers and they'd come to you and that's what it would look like. Okay. So I got it. So like what I want to understand is okay, so you start this, you're learning it, right? There's an idea, you put something out there, some people go, sure, I want to get it. Let's talk about the evolution of the last 12 to 18 months. And what I want to try to do is I want to try to look at this in terms of what things do you think have gone really well and what things were surprisingly hard, especially as you were trying to grow the business.
That's good questions because we did parallel stuff in ITO implementation, and we are trying to identify what customers really need in the CRM. And we found that in the AI era, you need to keep your data, and we refined our positioning because if previously we were like one click CRM backup, right now we are backup your CRM to enrich your AI, to enrich your LLM. LLM knows your context and you can talk with your LLM like don't need to sign into your CRM, for example. Yeah. And we noticed that due to the AI growing up rapidly, you need your own data. And we worked on it to understand how to sell it. And right now we are working on to prepare an additional format that you can backup. Right now you can get backup in CSV format for each object, but we want to backup it in JSON format as well.
Is the JSON format make it easier for the connection with the LLM? Is that why?
Yes,
Okay.
that's why.
So you're building with like it's interesting because you're talking backup, which is a safety and security a thing. But you're really talking about shifting it into powering an LLM to be able to be smarter about what you're trying to do. That's like which is a whole new application of your data. So which do you think it's good? So is it like, is one the way in? Like, which one do you think is the way in going forward for a new customer?
That's a good question. That's a good question. And honestly, I don't know how to answer it because every one of us using AI, but okay, not everyone of us, but I think part of us. And we still like leave our data from our laptop, from our Google Cloud or something like that to the LLM. And we feed the LLM to train it. And talking about the security, it's really interesting because we don't know how it will affect it for everyone. Okay, we have a plans to get a SOC certification because most of our customers asking about it because it's like a stamp that our code and our product team or the whole stuff is acknowledgement about the security reasons and everything is under control and we pass the security like security test and we are good product that you can trust to us. So and we are going to get it, but I don't know this year or the next year because it's very expensive and nobody knows what will be with the AI and this year and the next year. And probably we need to pivot again.
Yeah. So, okay. So it sounds to me like there's a lot that you're figuring out as you're going ahead and doing this, which is good. And now you're busy not just with the business. You're busy like with a day job or do you do the business full time?
I do the business part time, I could say that, because in our part time I do the auto implementation. And this is like collaboration between each other product because when I work with the clients with the auto implementation, I understand the CRM users needs more smartly, for example. Yes. And after that I can align it with the MyCRMBackup.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
That's why. Yeah. But my main point here is even the AI will grow as rapidly as now, even more people start using it, you will still need the data and keeping it. For example, where do you store your notes? In, for example, iPhone notes. Yeah. And if I come to you in one day and tell you, do you want to backup your iPhone notes daily or weekly to your own cloud storage? I think the answer will be yes. Because I want to backup my Notion, I want to backup Obsidian, my knowledge based management system, and it's really needed. But when we are talking about the customer data, nobody care about it. It looks like
Interesting.
this.
So, no, I think everyone people back up data that they think is important, right? That they
Yeah.
feel like they can't lose. And maybe they don't view the customer data as their data. I don't, interesting the way that you're thinking about it. Ultimately, for me, when I hear that, I always wonder about, like, I wonder where the root problem is, right? So back to it's one thing to say, but why do you back up? So why do I care about backing up my data from my iPhone or any of my personal stuff? And why do I not care about backing up customer data? Or why do I not think about backing up customer data? So what's the problem in the first one? I find it very valuable. And then with the second part, I don't find it so valuable. If you can sounds to me like if you can crack the nut on why that is such a big problem, then you're probably into a pretty good place around why people will come running to my CRM backup, right? To you. The other thing is when you start talking about Meta, I find it interesting because it's people who back up phones and back up the other Notion and back up other things that they're doing. So if they're backing those things up, will they think backup in the same context? Do you just have to shift the context for them so that they can also see it for their business? Anyway, it sounds to me like you have lots of things why I say to figure out. I mean, a lot of opportunities out there,
Yeah, for sure.
challenges. So where is the main area that you're focused now and for the next, call it for the next 6 months or 12 months?
Yeah, it's implementing AI that will help us to deliver new apps integration each day. I hope it
Okay.
because as more app we can support, then then we can get more customers and we can provide the better service as we can. And this is the first one. And the second one
Hmm.
is just to keep the hand on the wrist, because to understand what's happening on the market. Because the last year Salesforce bought own backup for $1.8 billion, the same tool that allows you to backup your only Salesforce data, and
Hmm.
Salesforce bought it. So it's like a signal for us that probably this product needs for someone, and we have like a market opportunity.
Yeah. Oh no, it sounds well. And I guess the question, excuse me, for around that is whether if that's the opportunity that you're seeing, is there value in looking at how to grow it much faster, like to scale it much faster? Is that's aligned with the AI work that you're doing right now, so you can get into more channels and then eventually shift yourself also to okay. No, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, growth is the way that you grab people's attention.
Yeah, for
Obviously a
sure.
good product. Okay, so, no, this is great. Very cool and very interesting. Any advice or anything else you wanna share with the audience?
Don't forget about backing up your data.
I love it. I love it. All right, so George, just do me a favor, so tell everybody where they can find you, how they can reach you or find you, online. I'll put some links in after, but it'd be
Yeah,
great
for
if you just
sure. You can DM me in LinkedIn, or you can write directly to my professional Gmail. It's george.maramigin at mycrmbackup.com. And yeah, LinkedIn and email.
awesome. All right. Well, listen, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you everyone for listening and watching. George, that was great. And good luck with my CRM backup. I look forward to seeing another CRM provider purchase you for a lot of money in the not too distant future. That'd be great.
Thank you, Jamie. Thanks for having me.